begin. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule!
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm...
Most definitely! There's no doubt. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin!
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body, they tried to delay its escape like a dog burying a bone!
Why was Byakuya's in a place like...
His body was under at the very back of the...
After the killer they probably moved the body... No, that's wrong! No, I don't think the killer moved the body. Huh? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the...
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think it was...
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the...
Obviously he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person? Maybe he panicked during the blackout.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the...
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you?
prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean...
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He is particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot... deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there...
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done... Then, instead of knowing about it, like, for example, he might...
No.
What?
Of course. I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham-Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food! Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either. I doubt he could have seen the killer.
I'm sure Byakuya during the black... That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, must have seen the killer.
But it was super! It was so dark I couldn't... Byakuya couldn't see in the dark.
No, that's wrong! No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say...
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So... are you saying Byakuya was the one who...
Yeah, that seems...
Your reasoning is out of focus! No, that's obviously wrong. It's...
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used... If you just use the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, so those goggles were planned if the killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used, then they could have killed Byakuya even if... In reality, so those goggles were planned and if the killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used knife, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in reality. That's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words!
No, Byakuya was
Definitely?
inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party. She found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever...
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of... since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you...
Then, was that knife inside the... If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this.
Ooh! You totally mean that...
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic. Not only did he bring a self-defense...
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check?
He probably knew.
Are you saying he predicted the murder?
You think so too?
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a...
The hell? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent from...
So, who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So,
He probably decided to throw a party because...
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
so he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well,
Enough already!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Pardon.
What is it?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but if Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles,
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without... But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, The knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing.
Does that mean the painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going. They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit, which means it was you! Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Pecco's height,
I don't care about a technicality like that. Pecco's the one who tripped the break. Since Pecco was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
that's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that!
No, I think Pecco is telling the truth.
Don't
And yet it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pecco's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom.
Everyone else besides Pecco was in the dining hall after the party.
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said.
There's no way she'd actually say that.
Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. Shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time.
As soon as I stepped into the office, because of that, I was unable to.
Hey, how did it feel to do? Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that...
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your...
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives? If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything with. Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you?
No, that's wrong!
No, it's impossible that laxatives because Pecco wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say?
There's this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't... Trashy... breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the break. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Who tripped the breaker? And if you can't answer that, did they throw a
Maybe they used a remote...
Probably.
It does not have to be. They may have tampered with the...
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I agree with that. It's just as Mahiru said. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage...
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer...
Stupid fool! Hold on a second.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the... That's an excuse! If the irons in the storage, then for the killer to turn the irons on. You're saying they went all the way to this, and that means everyone who was in when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to... If the iron's caught, then the killer had to go to the storage room and turn on the iron! Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able to... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words! The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioner?
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just...
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to...
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never...
It's alright. Because they're just a petty killer, right? There's no way everybody will lose now. This little in the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe. Nagito? What happened to you? Huh? Well, you have been saying... Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioning. What a shame.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing...
Fortunate, but that might be because... You're changing... Anyway, I have an... Instead of surviving by doubting others... Nagito, there's definitely something wrong. You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. So let's stop this already. We don't have to... I can't stand this anymore. I don't want...
Me too! Stop it!
Everyone calm down. We're all friends. Then why did Byakuya die? Who cares? There are no clues that lead...
That's wrong. I think...
Did you say something?
We've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the
killer? I don't know.
I see.
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able.
Didn't we already cover that?
No, not that.
Let's try examining the situation.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the.
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that desk lamp.
There was a blackout.
I can prove it with this! They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They could have felt their way to that table using it. By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who? You're the only one! Nagito. Judging from everyone's positions
Which means the only one who...
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to... If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one...
Seriously! That's all.
If it was just one coincidence, I wonder, is something like that even...
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got...
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you
got us to lower our guard and tried to.
Well, just...
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, we investigated together. You were so kind. Nagito.
The Ultimates are working together to... How wonderful!
Huh?
Let's cut to the chase. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of it.
Is it just me?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under. But with a twist ending like this,
Just stop it already!
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I've made peace with the fact that I'm lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to...
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this...
Yep, there's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate... In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons. The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how—
I see. Well, there's... I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student.
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually I was lucky. That's why I got picked for
Enough. That, more importantly, why did you...
Byakuya was a very capable leader. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as that was my own...
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this cycle.
Please! Please!
Huh?
Is...
What are you saying?
I already know that, but... there's just... If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry.
For now?
Simply listening.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then!
killer's so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
That bastard Nagito is the one. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hit.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, Skink.
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
I think it's...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with a knife he hit. No, that's wrong!
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about?
But based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter?
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse!
Not a whorehouse!
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one...
Hey, don't blame me. Nikon's the one who said it.
Hey, Nagito.
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout,
Who knows?
After all this, what?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout? Ugh! If you cross your eyes like that...
Don't get distracted!
Huh?
Seriously, how long is it gonna...
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it.
I can prove it with this! Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the black...
Everyone, calm down!
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't...
You guys? Where are you?
Was perhaps the breaker...
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth! However, after hearing what Byakuya and
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back.
Well, that's how... As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya. He shoved just as the blackout occurred. I hurried but Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I could...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint. I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all what happened after that?
Fail?
Then we're right back to
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back.
But you can't give up. Rising to the challenge again and...
Well now. Now then, what? And of course, there's no $10 billion either!
You're so evil!